I speak with many survivors, people who've gone through years and years of targeting, such as myself, and I become an expert at all these methods that are applied maybe in different configurations. So they have bad behavior in it, an individual. So in my case, my mom was calling 911. That was being exploited. And then solution is prevented so that you're backed up into a corner to take matters into your own hand, and then that which you do becomes, you're framed to do that, and then that's what they use to prosecute you, to arrest you, or to blackmail you, or to get restraining order against you, or use for defamation, or sabotage your life, cut off supply, make you lose your job, and, say, oh, you're angry, you look angry. So they keep pissing you off, bugging you, years of gaslighting. They say, oh, look, why you're angry, you sound crazy. And your reports of abuses and crimes are not valid, not credible, because you're paranoid, or you're delusional, or you're psychotic. And then, so I'll go example by example. So in this case, actual murder occurred, and it had to be occurred because they had to take matters into their hands, because police don't do nothing, healthcare workers don't do nothing, obviously. So I've documented that going on for years. I'll show you the video. I'm telling you what's going on in that video, and then I'll show it to you. Girl comes back from sober living, opens the door to the townhouse where squatter was staying, and right there, as she opens the door, the squatter is dead. The dead body of the squatter, cadaver, decomposing, and with worms and flies. It's been there maybe a couple of weeks. And then, so my assumption is someone knocked on the door and the squatter opened it, and some poison was sprayed in her face. That is maybe hard for the toxic. We want to do a toxicology test. Maybe it's kind of a poison that evaporates, or has a very low shelf life, and it just disappears. You can't detect it. It gets the job done, but it's hard to detect. There's many ways that occurs. I don't want to give people ideas, but I'm aware of all the different ways they want to kill somebody and not leave evidence. One thing I know, they don't want to, sometimes when they want to dispose of the body, they have incinerator in their own house, so they serial killers, they get rid of them that way. Leave no evidence. And then, so murder did occur. I know people involved, and then, but they had to do it because they were backed up in a corner, as I have been for 5 years, by individuals, groups that the police support. Police supported framing scams that involve sometimes squatter. I've been documenting so many instances, and I'm getting an idea. It goes on all over the country, not just in California. They target elderly, They target special needs. And they target adult survivors of childhood sexual abuse, incest, because it's taboo, and then when you post it on public sites, they tell you it's inappropriate, and then actually people don't care, don't give a rat's ass, because the targets they pick are stigmatized. Because maybe they have kinky fetish or something, that's all it takes. If an individual has a kinky fetish, immediately the knee-jerk reaction, the protocol is to, you can do whatever you want, because you tell the cop, look, that's a creepy guy, he wants me to sit on his face. Most men who are like that would at that point, out of shame, not go. So I make it public. And then you still want to you think I'm deserve enough treatment I've gotten because I want that, because of the way mom treated me and still treats me. Then I'm documenting that's what's going on.